Bud Blankenship here in sunny St. Augustine, Florida. I'm actually here at the parking lot where the famous Romano's Pizza on US 1 South. I'll show you on the outside here in a second. There it is over yonder. Here's our little parking area in the shade. Kind of camping with cats, a little van dwelling. There's Mikey and Babs. They become, sometimes when we're at a campsite, we have the tent out, they've been actually coming in the van day. We leave the door open and they've becoming quite used to the van. They occasionally meow when we travel, but a lot of times they're actually well behaved, they're quiet, they're getting used to traveling. But we're just kind of sitting out here. Day camp for about an hour. We're gonna have our lunch here. There's the box, Romano's. It's a large cheese pizza. Smells good. I believe it's a family-run business there. Romano's Pizza, staugustine.com. There's the address. And there's the pizza. Large pizza. We're letting it cool down just a little bit. Then we'll go to our, eat it here a little bit, and then probably go to our campsite later on. But this will get a little area to park a van, getting a little bit of a breeze, getting a little shade. The temperature's about 83 degrees. Nights are cool. We were in South Florida a little earlier, and it's actually really windy down there. I should actually film some footage. The tent, I had to actually have it tied down, and yeah, we had some peak gusts at 50 miles an hour times, sustained like 20 or 50 to 55, and at times at night. And one night we actually had a knockdown, and I put guy lines all over the poles, even though the poles they didn't really build. We had to build our own guy lines, and tethered the tent down, and actually had no problems there, but it was kind of made for uncomfortable nights. The tent held up, except for one of the top cross braces. The string broke. It's still barely usable, but so that was the one casualty, and I'll show you another casualty later of the tent. But we didn't have any knockdowns once we had the actually we had the knockdown during a 40-mile-an-hour gust. We tied it down. The next night we had a peak gust of 50 mile an hour. The sustained winds were like 25 to 30, and it just made for a little uncomfortable. We came up a little north here, the wind died down, but most of Central and South Florida was pretty windy. Okay. There's a Martini Bar there too. I think it was to the right, but I think it's closed up. They had those doors. There's about 3 separate doors, and I don't know if they're open in the evening, but during the day it was closed. But it's a neat little place. If you ever down here, give it a try. Yep, here's the parking lot. There's Romano's. There's about 3 doors. I think the Martini Bar is to the right there a little bit. Actually right there. About 3 doors actually, and you enter on the left.